pa, pa, pa. And that is releasing the negativity. Yate Dinamasan Nishne. I am Navajo Grandma. Got the snow going on out here. The reason why I'm out here today, I want to wish you a yate, meaning it is good. It's good out here because there's no buildings. We are standing on Mother Earth. Father Sky is beautiful. The sun is shining. Nasan amasana anihi. Mother Earth. Today is New Year's, and I am so excited because tomorrow, according to the Gregorian calendar, it is going to be a new year, and we will celebrate. And so I wanted to start out this year to show you another step of cleansing called smudging. You take negative energy and turn it into positive energy. We want everything positive for the coming year. When I was little, my mother would fill our home with the smell of cedar. Now, there are many tribes, all kinds of different Native American groups and bands, and each has their own way of doing things. There are the Plains Indians who you hear of sweetgrass and white sage, to the Dene people who I come from. There is plenty of juniper everywhere, and the Southwest, cedar. And so what we have in our environment is what we use to smudge. Prayer. Prayer is a universal language. It's how we communicate with deity and with our Creator. And thus, remember, this is my own opinion, that smudging is an extension of prayer, because you want to cleanse your surroundings and within your home. If you've had an argument or some things have happened in your life that is causing you pain, or just the negativity of being in your environment, just being around people, and you don't know what kind of spirit these people come with or that you might create. So it's cleansing all of that and turning it to a positive. Keep it simple. I know there are smudging classes all around. There are smudging videos, but keep it simple, because it is simple. If you keep life simple, your headaches and your worries and all the negativity that you drag into your life, you can kick them out and, push them away. And so that you can feel wholeness for the coming year. I send you, each of you, a new lease on life. Start over and begin. Make your first steps, like my grandfather said, with his shoes. You walk, you start your walking. Walk and create. Be loving and kind. Create hojon, the peace, the beauty, the balance. And all of that comes together, and it is beautiful. And those are things that are really important for this coming year. So I am going to show you, I have a container like this, and I usually put dirt in there. It's up to you. I use matches. I laugh, we call it the white man's fire stick. And I'm just going to light this. Now this is my teachings. This is how I grew up. And what you're doing is lighting the juniper so that we can have the smoke to do our smudging. They always say before you smudge your hands and clean them first. You're taking this and the smoke, and you cover your head. You cover your head so that you can think good thoughts. You cover your eyes, get the smoke, and you fill it so that you can see good things. You can do your mouth, and so that you will speak kind words. You do your ears so you can hear that which is good. And then your heart, so it can be kind and strong and healthy. You can do this all over your arms and all around. You can do it all up and fill yourself with positivity. You refuse all of the negative. That is the purpose. That's why I say it's an extension of prayer. My mother, she was sick a lot, but this was her way of praying. In our way, the Navajo, you fan the smoke on you and then you let it release up. You say, pa, pa, pa. And that is releasing the negativity, everything that binds you and holds you down. It's a beautiful positive. And then when you finish, you don't blow it out. Some people take their smudge sticks and they douse it using your white sage. But with this, I let it burn. And your whole house then becomes filled with the beauty and the cleansing and the feelings that you call out for goodness and cleansing, the feeling of oneness with yourself, with the Creator. Those are positive affirmations that you make to yourself or you give. You can smudge your children, your home. And I know there are different ways. I know when you walk into a hogan, you just don't go breaking in. You move clockwise. You enter, you take a left, and you go around. Those things are respectful. And a new year is here. You have a new life. Look out around you. Look at your children and all of the goodness. Sometimes we might be so bogged down that we need to just appreciate that we're breathing. And prayer, when you pray, smudge yourself while you're praying because you want all of that goodness. Sometimes we've gone through trauma, we've gone through hard days, or you've had an argument. Take a moment. Either you pray or smudge yourself and release it. Release it all. Let it go. Pa, pa. Let it leave. Let it go. Cleanse yourself. This is what we should do on a daily basis. We live in a world that's, there's so many controversies and so much heartache. And there are people who actually don't love one another and their hearts are starting to get cold. The respect is almost non-existent sometimes. And when those things happen, let it go. Pa, pa. Send it back where it came from. Pa, pa. That's what I always just say. And cleanse yourself. And even if you don't have a smudging stick, you can be walking and if something happens, you go, pa, pa, let it go. Use your hands. Now, other tribes use feathers, turkey feathers, eagle feathers. That is the way they do it. I was taught we have hands and we use our hands to cleanse ourselves. And that is constant. Let it go. Let all of this, let your spirit that you had before, let it go and renew yourself. It's so important every day. That's another reason why my grandfather woke up before the sun came up and it was cold. And Grandma and I would walk out there with him and he would pray for us. He blessed all the directions. He blessed everything of the day that it would be good and positive. He blessed my grandmother. He blessed me. We took the pollen, put it on our heads, and ingested it. It was a beautiful way to start. So I would like you to start your new year. I send you goodness. Say, pa, pa, get it out, all that junk. Let it go. Ring in the new year like we're told. Be happy and smile and be grateful that you are alive and that you are breathing. Be thankful for your health. This can also be done like prayer with your health. First, we recognize what our situation is. Then we say, no more, let it go. And then we resolve. We resolve that we will make things better ourselves. Don't always expect someone to fix you or something to fix you. It comes from here. It comes from you within your spirit to be sober. Accept the things that are good, reject the things. You have that right. Let the old year go. Let it all go. Forgive. Forgive yourselves. That's how you start, with yourself. Then you forgive others. And it's not always easy. No one said it was. But there is such beauty in that, where you find peace, or you bless your enemies. You bless them. You can even do your smoke and smudge and send them a blessing. What is wrong with that? Pa, let it go. Let it go. This is what life is about. We don't always have positive experiences, but we can make them positive. So all that positive energy is always coming. Always say, Pa, let it go. Let it go. Smile. Have a new lease on life. Grandma just blessed you with it. This is not all the traditional things the way that people do it. I don't have a medicine bag. I was never taught that. My grandfather did, because he was a medicine man, and I am not. But I know there's a lot of positive effects and cause and effects from the smudging and putting it into the air. It's not because we are doctors, but there are proven scientific studies that say it turns the positive ions, which is kind of backwards, okay? The positive ions in our house are not good, but the negative ones are. It turns the positives into negatives, which is a little awkward, but then those negative ions are full. They fill the air, and that is when you use this, like the white sage. And the same with the juniper and cedar. There's not a right way, but it's all good. And I send my blessings to you this coming year, that it will be a happy year, that your health will be wonderful, that you can see good. I taught you about K'eh and Hajon. K'eh is your family. Hold them close to you. It's sad that when a person passes away, all of a sudden we think, oh gosh, they were this and they were that, and how wonderful. Why wait till after they're in the grave? Talk to them. Tell them why they mean so much to you. The clanship, our love for one another, relatives, aunties, uncles, nieces, nephews, grandmas, grandpas. Then you add onto that Hojon and the peace, the beauty, the balance, and all of this is full of harmony. Hojon, prayer, smudging, bring it to yourself. It's all positive. Let's have a wonderful new year. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I send you my hugs, my kisses, and that you will raise yourself above that which is not good. Feel yourself. Let it go. Let it go. Smudge yourself. Pray. We do have divinity. There are divine beings. And I was taught about Christ. My grandfather said, Jesus Christ is your creator. There are many stories. The funny part is where I hear some Native Americans say, oh, that's colonialism. No, it isn't. He walked among us, among the tribes. How do we know how to do all these herbs? He taught us how to heal ourselves. You can take so many tribes and they'll tell you, he walked among us. He loved us. He healed us. He blessed us. That's who I love. There's so much power in prayer. And all of this is faith. The power of faith. The miracles you can create. Healing yourself with the positives. Fill yourself with positivity everywhere. And be happy. Be the positive in the lives of others. There are many people who are homeless, who are in poverty, who are suffering more than you. You'd be surprised. When my children used to say, "Oh, we don't have anything," which they were right. I was a single mother raising 7 children. We hardly had anything to eat, and there was a lot of problems. But I know there was a lot of positives that came from that. I once asked my daughter, I said, and I cried. I said, "I'm so sorry you suffered when you were little. All you children, they wore each other's socks. The oldest wore their socks, the next one wore it, the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and my youngest ended up with it. You know, it was just, and I darned the socks. I did everything. It was just the way you had to do it. And you made everything the best you could." And my oldest daughter said, I cried to her, and I said, "Honey, I'm so sorry." She says, "Mom, we are so happy we suffered because we appreciate everything now." Listen to the positives. Listen how we can lift each other. Listen to how we can bring goodness. Let it go. Let the old out and the new in. And pa, 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 get it out and start a new year. I love you. Thank you for your wonderful comments. Subscribe, and I hope you take my wisdom and you have a wonderful day and a happy new year. Ahiyaha. Thank you. I give you my love and all the goodness that I can muster, that I can send to you. Pa, let's sending you goodness and love and peace, balance and beauty and harmony. There you go. You got it. Now just catch it and breathe it in and smile. This is Navajo Grandma. Hagone. I love you in this new year. Let's have a fantastic new year. I'm all there. Just come with me. Love you. Bye.